Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to another free class with Ivy League English. I'm your teacher, Patricia. I'm glad you guys are here today. So today, as always, I have a very interesting class planned for you guys. Today, I thought that we would talk a little bit about small talk, and we're going to practice some things to help us with our small talk skills. We're also going to practice writing sentences in different tenses. All right. So today's class is going to help you to describe things that you do, and we'll use different tenses and we'll practice how to use them, and we'll talk about when to use them. Okay. And this is a great skill to help you with your small talk and your general conversation skills. So before we get to that, we're going to start with introductions, as always. So, what I would like you guys to do for me is to introduce yourselves in the comments. So, let me find the place where I can insert that information for you. And for today, what I'd like you guys to do is to tell me, first of all, what's your name? That would be very helpful. Second, I'd like you to tell me what country you're from. That's helpful as well. Now, the last thing that I would like you to tell me today is, and this is an interesting question. I don't usually ask this, but I'd like to know, what is your favorite book in English? What is your favorite book in English? All right. So I'm going to enter that information now, and you guys should be able to see that. Please introduce yourself to me. Tell me, what is your name? What country are you from? And what is your favorite book in English? That would be awesome. So now, while you guys are doing that, I'll introduce myself and I'll give you a little time to type in your answers. So my name, I already told you, is Patricia. What country am I from? I'm from the United States. I grew up in New York, and now I live in a state called Connecticut. And what is my favorite book in English? Now, that's a tough question for me because I've read a lot of books in English. But the book that I put down for you today is called The Catcher in the Rye. The Catcher in the Rye. And that book is a very it's kind of old. It's an old book. It's a classic book. And I read that book when I was maybe 12 or 13 years old. That's when I read it for the first time. And I loved that book so much that I've actually read it lots of times since then because it's really good. So it's an advanced book. If you're an advanced student, you might want to check it out. But if you're a beginner, that book is not for you, okay? I have other books that I could suggest to you if you're a beginner. All right, let's see who's in class today. I see, okay, I'm not sure how to say the name. Lin Fan Thu. I hope I said that correctly. Hello, welcome to class. And your favorite book is Harry Potter. Yes, the Harry Potter series is very popular in the United States. But you know what? I have never read a Harry Potter book, but I know that people love them, and I'm sure they're good books. So very nice. Let's see who else is here. Assad. Hello, Assad. Welcome to class from Pakistan. And my interesting book is poetry related books. Oh, of William Shakespeare. So you like reading William Shakespeare. Now that's very old. All right. Let's see who else is here. Be healthy and glamorous. That sounds awesome. Hello. Oh, that's Usair. Okay, now I know who it is. Usair, good to see you from Oman. Make sure you tell us what your favorite book in English is. Manira, hey, Manira, you made it. I'm glad that you finally got to class this week. I know you were busy last week and I didn't see you in some of my classes. All right, guys. So remember, if you're watching this class, please introduce yourself. Tell me your name. Tell me what country you're from. And tell me, what is your favorite book in English? Okay, I'm going to give you guys a few more seconds to do that. And you guys know I need to get my cell phone set up. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to do that. And then we're going to get class started. So before we actually get to class, okay, I need my phone to be quiet. So before we actually get to class, I want to make a couple of really quick announcements, okay? First announcement that I want to make is free classes happen all the time, okay, guys? So if you are interested in more free classes, all you have to do is go to my Facebook page and like my Facebook page. Okay. If you like my Facebook page, you'll always get notified when I plan new classes. And you can also go to the section called events. That's where all of the information for my new classes is. All right. So I just put that link in the comments for you guys. The second announcement I want to make is about my English club. A lot of you guys know about it already, but if you want more help with your English, you should definitely join my English club. All you have to do is go to my website and you can join right from the homepage. All right. And the last quick announcement I'm going to make is that I have conversation skills classes starting soon. I know a lot of you guys want to work on your speaking skills, your pronunciation. You want to have conversations with a native speaker or just practice with other students. That's really important. So if you're interested in a class like that, I have small group classes and private classes. And you can find that information if you go to my website. I just typed in the link for that as well. All right. So now, I liked your fan page. Oh, Facebook page. Is that what you mean? My fan page on Facebook? Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Lynn Fanthu. I hope that is your name. I hope I said it correctly. I'm so glad that you're a fan and that you liked it. So I hope you guys are ready to get started with our class. Okay. And oh, Abner, hello. You made it to class this morning. Good to see you. Well, it's morning where I am. I don't know what time of day it is where you guys are. So we're going to get started with our class today. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make some very simple sentences. Or if you want to make your sentences a little more complicated, you can. But we're going to describe some everyday things right now. All right. So my first question for you, what time is it where I am? That is a very good question. So right now where I am, it is 8:53 a.m. Okay. It's 8:53 in the morning where I am. All right. So now let's talk about some everyday things. The first question I want to ask you guys, yes, in Vietnam, it's nighttime. I know lots of you guys are in places where it's nighttime right now. So my question for you is, what did you do this morning? What did you do this morning? And I want you to try to think of 3 things that you did this morning. 3 things. Now, if you can only think of 1 thing or 2 things, that's okay. But try to think of 3 things and write a few sentences to describe 3 things that you did this morning. And then we'll talk about your sentences. I'll help you with the tense and with the vocabulary and other parts of grammar that you need help with. All right. But first, I need you to type in a few sentences for me so that I can help you guys. So I want you to tell me 3 things that you did this morning. All right. So I'll give you guys a little bit of time. And while you guys are typing that in, I'm going to check the comments to make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. Abner, you haven't even woken up. You haven't even woken up. Okay, so the participle of wake is woken. I haven't woken up. Okay, but yes, it might be early in the morning where some of you live. I know that's true too. So now, guys, it's time for you to type your sentences. Get your fingers ready and type into the chat box so that I can help you with your grammar. Tell me 3 things that you did this morning. And while you guys are typing, I'll tell you 3 things that I did this morning. Let's see, what did I do this morning? Oh, okay. So one thing I did this morning is I taught an English class. not this class, but a class before this. I had a class before this. So this morning, I taught an English class. What else did I do this morning? Oh, this morning, I made my bed. This morning, I made my bed. So, made my bed. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but made my bed or to make your bed means when you get out of bed, the blankets and the sheets are usually kind of messy. So when you make them neat, when you straighten them out and you make them smooth and you make the bed look nice and neat again, that's called making your bed or making the bed. Okay, so that's the second thing I did. All right, I have some comments. Let me see if you guys have questions. Abner, you're still in bed. Shh, you're not supposed to tell us that. That's okay. You still might have done a few things this morning. Maybe you checked your email. I don't know. So tell us, what did you do this morning, even if you can only think of one thing? Let's see, what else do we have? Assad, I woke up in the morning. Okay, very good. I woke up in the morning. After the showering, I went there to join my school. Let's talk about that sentence. Okay, so first of all, you want to say after showering. After showering. No article before showering. Okay, Assad? Now, after showering, I went to school. That's all you have to say. I went to school. You don't need to say I went there, and you don't need to say to join. All you need to say is after showering, I went to school. And your last sentence, I came back from school 1 p.m. You're so close. That sentence is almost perfect. At 1 p.m. When we talk about a specific time on the clock, at 1 p.m., at 6:30. Okay, so I came back from school at 1 p.m. Awesome. Very good, Assad. You had a busy day. Let's see. What else do we have? Abner, I didn't know this class. I think you didn't finish your sentence, Abner. You can finish your sentence if you want to. All right, Manira, I make roti like the food, roti for my family. Now, Manira, I want you to think about what tense that sentence should be in, okay? When did you make this roti and what tense should your sentence be in? That's what we're talking about in today's class, all right? So think about that, Manira, and if you're not sure how to fix your sentence, then ask me and I'll help you out, okay? Let's see, Assad, I made my bed means to fold the sheets on the bed. Yes, it means to fold the sheets. Now remember, they're on the bed. They're not in the bed. So we would use on the bed in English. But very good, Assad. Yes, you're exactly right. Lin Fan Thu, in the morning, I often brush my teeth. Okay, prepare for my lessons to ready go to school and have a breakfast. Okay, let's talk about your sentences now. In the morning, I often brush my teeth. That's perfect. Okay, and I like your little smiley face. After that, prepare for my lessons. Now, I often brush my teeth, prepare for my lessons to ready to go to school. Now, after prepare for my lessons, all you need to say is, I prepare for my lessons and go to school. You can say that. Or you can say, I prepare for my lessons. What's another way to say that? I would say prepare for my lessons and go to school. Okay, because you prepare for your lessons usually at home, and then you go to school already prepared. Okay, so I prepare for my lessons and then I go to school. Now, the last part of your sentence, and have a breakfast. We don't use an article with breakfast. Okay, so we say and have breakfast. That's all you have to say. All right, so your sentence one more time. In the morning, I often brush my teeth. I prepare for my lessons and go to school and have breakfast. All right. I hope that helped you out a little bit. And if you have more questions about that sentence, just let me know. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, Roberto, hello. I didn't even see you come in, Roberto. I hope you're doing well. And I'm having breakfast. Like right now, Roberto, you're having breakfast? Perfect. Tell us what you're having for breakfast, Roberto. I want to know. All right, Assad, that was helpful. Good. Abner, I already woke up. I just brushed my teeth. Very good. And I'm ready to take a shower. That was excellent, Abner. Very good grammar. All right, Lin Fan Thu, got it. Perfect. Roberto, have a great Monday. Thank you. I hope it's a great Monday. I hope you have a great Monday too. Layden, hello. Not Layden, Aisha. I know that's Aisha. I'm glad you made it to class today, Aisha. We're making some sentences to describe things that we did this morning. Things that we did this morning. Okay, Aisha? Roberto, eggs and some bread. Awesome. That's my husband's favorite breakfast. He likes eggs and bread and things like that. All right, so that was great, you guys. If you have any more sentences that you want to type in to describe something that you did this morning, you can go ahead and type that in. Something that you did this morning. Now, Manira, I noticed that you didn't fix your sentence, okay? So I'm just going to give you a little bit of help. When you talk about something that you did in the past, you want to use the past tense. So instead of saying, I make roti for my family, what you want to say is, I made roti for my family, because you're probably already finished. Okay. So if you're already finished, if you did it in the past, I made roti for my family. All right, guys, that was really good. So, oh, wait, I have some more comments. Oh, did I miss your sentences? All right, let me go back and look. I missed something. I missed something. Oh, I see it now. I prepared breakfast, I cleaned house, and washed dishes. Okay, thank you, Usair, for reminding me about your sentences. I prepared breakfast. That's perfect in the past tense. I cleaned house. That is good past tense, cleaned. But what we say in English is, I cleaned my house. I cleaned the house. So you need a word before house. You can use the article, the, or you can use a pronoun like my house or our house. All right. And let's see. And wash dishes. Now that one you didn't put in the past tense, Usair. So how would you say that one in the past tense? You can fix that one. I know you can. All right, so now, guys, we're going to talk about another question. I'm going to ask you to write some new sentences. But before that, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, okay? If you like having free English classes, and come on, everyone likes free English classes, right? If you like free English classes, please give this video a thumbs up, okay? Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps other students to find these classes, all right? So if you like having free English classes, and I know you do, or if this English class is helpful and you're learning something, give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it, okay, guys? All right, let's see. What other sentences do I have? I made my bed. Roberto, that's perfect. I made my bed. Past tense. Abner, I ate some scrambled eggs with tortillas and cheese. I drank some coffee. Okay, now, when we talk about eggs, we describe them as scrambled. You need a D at the end of that word. In order to make that word an adjective, you need a D, scrambled eggs. Just like bored with a D at the end is also an adjective, or tired with a D at the end is also an adjective. Those are those tricky adjectives that we've been practicing since last week. And today we're going to practice some more of those. So don't worry. But you want to say, I ate some scrambled eggs with tortillas and cheese. That sounds delicious. And I drank some coffee. Perfect. I drank some coffee. You can also say, I had some coffee. Either one is fine. Lin Fan Thu, yes, I really like your free classes because it helps me to learn English. Awesome. Give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Like this video. Thank you, Lin Fan Thu. All right, Assad, scrambled. Oh, what does scrambled mean? Abner. I'm going to see if you can answer that question for Assad. Assad is asking, what does scrambled mean? Can you explain that, Abner? I'll give you a couple of seconds and you guys can talk about that. Okay. Now, if you need some help explaining scrambled, then I'll help you out. Now, for the rest of you guys, here's the next question that I want you to try to answer. Lynn Fanthu, you have the same question. What is scrambled? What does that mean? Abner, that question is for you, okay? Try to answer that question for them. Assad, tortillas. Okay, I'll help with tortillas. Abner, you can answer what is scrambled. Assad, tortilla is kind of like a flat bread. It's very thin and flat. If you know what roti is, it's a little bit like roti or something like that, but it's made out of corn. Okay. So tortillas are kind of like a bread, and you can put food inside it and wrap it up, or you can eat it with food. It's common in certain countries in South America and probably other parts of the world too. But Abner, let's see if you can explain what scrambled means. Okay. So now the next question I want you guys to think about, if you're finished talking about what you did this morning, I want you to think about the future now. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question about the future. The question is, what are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do tomorrow? I want you to try to think of 3 things that you're going to do tomorrow. And I want you to write a few sentences to tell me about it. Okay. Now, if you can only think of 1 thing or 2 things, that's okay. Just write some sentences so that I can help you with your grammar. What are you going to do tomorrow? Try to think of 3 things. All right. Abner, I don't see an answer from you on scrambled, so I'm going to help these guys with scrambled. Scrambled means mixed up. Okay. So when you make scrambled eggs, I don't really have any eggs nearby, but you break the eggs into the pan. And then while the eggs are in the pan cooking, you mix it up. You mix it, and mix it while it's cooking. That's called scrambled eggs. Okay. Now, other times when you make eggs, you might break the egg into the pan and then you just leave it there and let it cook. And then you maybe flip it over. That's different. That's not scrambled eggs. Scrambled means you mix it and mix it and mix it while it's cooking. So the eggs kind of get cut up into small pieces and all mixed together. That's scrambled eggs. Abner. Okay, I'll be the teacher for, oh, there you go, Abner. Yes, you're the teacher for a moment. Scrambled means it's when you're frying the eggs and then you mix them. Exactly. See, I should have waited just a couple more minutes for you. I'm sorry, Abner. All right. Good job, Abner. That's a very good explanation. Roberto. Oh, Roberto's got his sentences for tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, Roberto, you had another comment. I think huevos revueltos. You know what? I think that's the right name in Spanish. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure you and Abner can decide if that's the right name for it in Spanish, okay? So now, talking about what you're going to do tomorrow. That's what we're talking about now. All right, Abner, I don't know if I answered the right way. No, Abner, that was perfect. That was a good job. I like that description. Lin Fan Thu. All right. Or actually, no, before that, Roberto. Okay. I'm going to work tomorrow. Perfect future tense. I'm going to work tomorrow. And everything else in there, very good grammar. Good job. All right. Lin Fan Thu. Every day, I always think about tomorrow. We always think about tomorrow. Everybody does that. You have to make plans. I'll want to do best thing in tomorrow. Today is more good than yesterday. I think like that. Okay, that's all right. So I always think about tomorrow. Now, here's something that I'll tell you about the next sentence. Will want is probably not what you want to say. I want to do the best thing tomorrow. Okay, that's what you want to say because you want right now. Wanting is happening right now. And what do you want? You want to do the best thing tomorrow. Okay, not in tomorrow. You don't need a preposition with tomorrow. okay? Just like today, you don't use prepositions with tomorrow, today, or yesterday. No prepositions. I did something yesterday. That's all you need to say. So for your sentence, I want to do the best thing tomorrow. Today is better than yesterday. In English, we don't say more good. More good is not good grammar, okay? But I'll help you out. Instead of saying more good, just say better. That's the word that means more good in English, all right? Okay, let's see. Roberto, you're good. And who is this? Oh, Usair. Tomorrow I want to visit my daughter's school to bring her academic result and books for next academic. Okay. We're going to talk about the vocabulary in that sentence. Tomorrow I want to visit my daughter's school. That's perfect. Now, why do you want to visit your daughter's school? To bring her academic result and books for next academic. Now, bring her academic result. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Usair. So I need you to describe that a little bit more. I understand books, you want to bring her academic books, but what do you mean by bring her result? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, so tell me what you mean. And for next academic, what you probably mean is for the next semester. What we call those parts of the school year in English, we call those semesters, okay? Or you could say an academic semester, okay? But the word academic, the way you're using it in this sentence, it's not a noun, okay? You need a noun to go there, a word like semester, all right? So, Aisha, I would like to go the immigration. What is the immigration? I'm not sure what that is. Can you tell me what that is, Aisha? And then I'll help you with your sentence. But one thing you should remember, I would like to go to. It's almost always going to happen that way in English. I would like to go to, and then you describe the place. All right. So don't forget that word to after go. Assad, let me see what you have. I will join my school tomorrow. After showering, I will go outside to play cricket. I will join my teacher's Patricia's class. Yeah, that's right. You better be in class. All right. So let's talk about that sentence. I will join my school tomorrow. Remember, I told you before, Assad, we don't say join my school. All you need to say is I will go to school tomorrow, or I will go to my school tomorrow. We don't use the word join. Okay. And then you can say, after showering, I will go outside to play cricket. That's a perfect sentence. Very good grammar. And then the last one you have, I will join my teacher, Patricia's class. Okay. So my teacher does not need apostrophe S. Okay. I will join my teacher. And then you say the teacher's name, Patricia. And you're going to join Patricia's class. That's where you need the apostrophe S, okay? I will join my teacher, Patricia's class. All right, Assad? Tell me if you have more questions. Aisha, tomorrow I would like to go the immigration. So describe what you mean, Aisha. I don't know what the immigration is. In the United States, the immigration is not a place. So tell me, is this an office? Is it an immigration office? Maybe that's what you're talking about. And remember, you still need to put the word to after go. Aisha, you didn't fix that yet. I would like to go to the immigration office, maybe. Okay, you can try that. All right, let's see. Usair, I mean to say to know her whole year performance in semesters. Okay, let me help you with that then. I understand what you mean, Usair. So you're not bringing her results. You're going to find out her results. That's why I was confused. If you are bringing her results, that means you already have them. You already know them, but you don't. You want to find out, okay? You want to know how she's doing. So what you want to say is, I want to visit my daughter's school to find out her academic results. And, well, that's probably it. I want to find out her academic results for the semester. Okay, that's all you have to say, for the semester. I want to find out her academic results for the semester. That would be a great way to say it. Okay. Zach, hey, we have someone new here. Zach, how are you? Welcome to class. Just so you know, Zach, right now we're writing sentences to describe something that we're going to do tomorrow, okay? And then I'll help you with your grammar. So if you want to type in a sentence, you can go ahead and do that. All right, now I am going to look and see if there are any other sentences about tomorrow, but if not, we have another question to talk about. Now, remember, guys, if you like having free English classes, please give this video a like, okay? That's really helpful for me and for other students. All right, so any other questions or comments that I did not get to? Okay, Aisha, I see it. I would like to go to immigration to get students visa in Turkey. Okay, so Aisha, you need to say office. You need to say office so that people understand you're talking about a place, okay? The word immigration all by itself is not a place, okay? So Aisha, here's what you want to say. I would like to go to the immigration office to get my student visa in Turkey. All right. That's the good way to say it. But you have to use the word office. An office is a place. Immigration is not a place. Immigration just means that you move from one country to another. It's not a place. Do you understand, Aisha? So if you still have questions about, let me know. Okay, if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, let's see. We're going to talk about a new situation now. Okay, guys? So this time, we're not going to talk about things that you've done or things that you're planning to do. Right now, we're going to talk about a hypothetical situation. That's a big word. I know. Let me type it in for you guys so you can see how it's spelled. And I'll type it in all capital letters so it's easy for you guys to see. Hypothetical situation. Okay. A hypothetical situation is a situation that's not real. I'm going to ask you to imagine something. All right. And the way you talk about a sentence like that in English, the tenses that you use are going to be a little bit different. All right. So I'll help you guys with that too. Now, here's what I want you to think about. If you were in charge of your country, now that's something exciting to think about, okay? If you were in charge of your country, what would you do? If you were in charge of your country, what would you do? Okay? Type in a few sentences. Try to think of three things. Now, this one is a little bit harder. So, if you can only think of one thing or two things, I understand. But try to think of what you would do if you were in charge of your country. And then type that in. And remember, you're not talking about a real situation. You're talking about a hypothetical situation. Who is that? Talal. Hello. Welcome to class. Good to see you again. All right, Talal, just in case you missed it, I'm asking you guys to imagine a situation. If you were in charge of your country, if you were in charge, if you were the boss of your country, what would you do? What would you do? Try to think of one thing, two things, or three things that you would do. And be careful with your tenses. All right. So I'm going to check the comments and see what we have. Zach, all right. I would take care of people. Yes, that's very important. I would take care of people. And very good. You use the word would. Your sentence is very grammatically correct. Nice job. All right. What else do we have? Lin Fan Thu. I don't know. Yes, I know you don't know what it means. That's why I described it. Okay. It's a made up situation, it's not real. Okay. You're not really the boss of your country. I don't think. You guys are probably not the boss of your country. I'm not the boss of my country. But if I was to use my imagination, I would pretend that I was the boss of my country. Okay. If I were the boss of my country, hmm, What would I do? Let me think about that. What would I do? Oh, Talal has a suggestion. Let's see. I would make the young generation in in power positions. Okay, Talal, first of all, that's a good idea. Now, I would make the young generation. Now, most times in English, what you'll hear is the younger generation because younger is comparing it to other generations. Okay. So when you're comparing things, the older generation, the younger generation, we usually use ER at the end of words when we're comparing things, or sometimes you'll use the word more instead of putting ER at the end. Okay. So Talal, what you could say is, I would put, that's the word we would use, I would put the younger generation in powerful positions. Okay. Powerful is an adjective to describe positions. Power is a noun. You need an adjective to describe positions. So you need to use powerful. I would put the younger generation in powerful positions. Very nice. All right, let's see. User. I will try to remove poverty. I will give more importance to education. User, those are great ideas, but I'm going to ask you to think about your tense. Okay? Look at some of the sentences that the other students have been typing and look at the words that they're using instead of will. What word should you use? Okay, User, I want you to try to fix those sentences. Instead of will, you need to use a different word because, User, this is not a real situation. If it was a real situation, then you would say, I will. I am in charge and I will do this. But you're not really in charge. So instead of will, you need a different word. All right, Aisha, you understand. Very good. Zach, I would enhance economy and create jobs opportunities. Also a good idea. Now let's talk about your sentence. I would, very nice. I would enhance the economy. With the word economy, we use the article the. Okay. In other sentences, you might use the article um an economy. You'll hear that, but in this situation you're talking about a specific economy in your country. So you would say I would enhance the economy and create job opportunities. You don't need an S after the word job, and here's why. In this sentence, you're not using job as a noun. You're using job as an adjective to describe the type of opportunities. It's not a school opportunity. It's not a some other type of opportunity. It's a job opportunity. Okay. But because it's an adjective, you don't put an S at the end of it. Putting an S at the end is only for when you're using it as a noun, like how many jobs do you have here? That's when you would put an S at the end. So in this case, I would enhance the economy and create job opportunities. Very good. Talal, you're good. Okay. And Usair would, absolutely. That's what you want to use in those sentences. I would try to remove poverty. Now, when you talk about getting rid of something, especially something like poverty, here's what you'll hear in English. I would try to I would try to get rid of poverty. Or here's a fancy word for you. I would try to eradicate poverty. Now, that's a tough word, but it's a great word for this situation. So I'm going to teach it to you. I would try to eradicate poverty. Eradicate means get rid of forever. That's a good word to use in that sentence. I would give more importance to education. That's also really good. You could also say, I would pay more attention to education. That's a good way to say it too. All right. So, Usair, very good. I like that correction. Let's see. Am I missing anything? Zach, you're good. Assad, I'm back, please. What do you mean, Assad? Did I ask you? I'm not sure what you mean, Assad. Okay. Explain if you have a question. Talal, I would try to improve education departments and methodologies. Excellent. That's very nice. I would try to improve education departments and methodologies. Excellent. Also, I like that idea. I mean, I am a teacher after all. Okay. Yes, Assad, eradicate. Exactly. I typed it in for you and you have it correctly. Eradicate means to get rid of something completely, to completely get rid of it so that you never have to deal with it again. Okay? Things that people would like to eradicate in our world, poverty. I bet some people would like to eradicate hunger. People who are starving, starvation or hunger. People would like to eradicate that. How about corruption? Some people would like to eradicate corruption. So that's how you would use a word like eradicate. Okay. Now, if you have a question about that word or if you want to use it in a sentence, go ahead and I'll help you out. Okay, Assad, signals were not working properly. You missed some of the class. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, Assad. Hopefully, you can watch the recording. Okay, Talal, I would fight corruption. That's another good way to talk about corruption. Corruption can be something that you fight to get rid of. Okay, so I like that. I would fight corruption. And you use the word would. Good job. Lin Fan Thu, eradicate the genome of the depraved culture. Lin Fan Thu, tell me a little bit more about that. That's an interesting statement. I would like you to explain that a little bit. Okay. Faris. Hey, hello, Faris. When did you get here? Good afternoon, all from my side. Yes, where is your side? Would you like to tell us where you're from, Faris? Okay, guys, those are some really great sentences talking about a hypothetical situation, a situation that is not real. Now, remember, when you talk about a situation that's hypothetical, it's very common to use the words would. Okay, I would do this, but it's not real. So I can't really do that. That's a good way to talk about hypothetical situations. All right, guys, we have a couple of minutes left. So here's what we're going to do. All right. I'm going to make a couple of announcements because I know there are some people that missed announcements at the beginning of class. But while I'm making announcements, I'm going to give you guys one more thing to do for today, a little bit more practice. And this time, we're going to talk about confusing adjectives. So last week, we started to do some practice with words like interested and interesting so that we could really learn when to use interested and when to use interesting. And also so that we can learn what prepositions to use with a word like interested. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit more practice with words like that. But today, I have some new words for you. Now, the two words that I have for you are tired and tiring. Okay, and I'm going to type those in. And what I want you guys to do is type in two sentences, one using the word tired, and then one using the word tiring, because those two words are similar, but they don't mean the same thing. And we don't use them the same way in English. So I want you to practice using each one, and I'll help you with corrections. All right. So while you guys are working on that, I'm going to make a couple of announcements. All right. First announcement, free classes. I know you guys love them. So if you want to know more information about my free classes, the best thing to do is go to my Facebook page. All of the information about my free classes is always on my Facebook page under events. Okay. And if you like my Facebook page, you'll get a message from Facebook every time I plan a new class. So if you don't want to miss any classes, it's a good idea to like my Facebook page. Okay. Now, the second thing is I have an English club, and I know a lot of you guys know about my English club, but some of you might not. So if you want more help with your English from me, all you have to do is go to my website, and on the home page, you can join my English club. All right. Now, the last thing I'll tell you about is that I also teach small group and private classes, and I have some conversation skills classes that are starting soon. Now, if you want to work on your conversation skills, your speaking and your listening, if you want to work on your pronunciation, practice having conversations with a native speaker, this is the class for you. Okay. I'll type in the information. If you want to know more information about those classes, you can go to my website. All right. One more thing I'll tell you guys about my website is that recently I added some pages that are in Spanish. So if you speak Spanish, I'd love for you to check out those new pages that I have. Tell me what you think about the Spanish pages that I have on my website. I hope the Spanish is good enough. You guys can give me some feedback on that. All right, so now let me see if we have any sentences to go over. Oh, Talal, what does tiring mean? That's a good question. So, tiring. Tiring means that something causes you to be tired. Okay? And I'll give you an example. Um, Running a race. Okay. I hope you know what a race is, but a race is like a competition. I'm going to run, another person is going to run, and this person is going to run, and we're going to see who can get to the end the fastest. That's a race. Now, running a race is tiring because you have to run as fast as you can. You want to run faster than that person and faster than that person. That's tiring, something that makes you feel tired. Okay, Talal? All right, Lim Fan Thu. Interesting use for thing, interested use for person. It is right or wrong. Those are not full sentences, Lin Fan Thu. So I can't tell if you're using them correctly or not. I oh, okay, I understand what you're saying now. What you're saying is the word interesting is used for things. Is that what you're saying? And the word interested is used for people. Now, Lin Fan Thu, I've heard a lot of people use that rule or tell me that rule, but that's not true. Okay. That's the one thing that I want you guys to understand. A lot of students think that this word is for people and this one is for other things. That's not true. It's part true. Okay. The word interested is for people or for other animals like, a dog or a cat. You could describe an animal or a person as interested. Okay. Or tired. Okay. Tired and tiring are the words that we're talking about today. But interesting can be used for a person as well. That's why it's important for you to understand what the difference is between those two words. Okay. So, Lin Fan Thu, that's not completely correct. You can use the word interesting to talk about a person. All right. Now, if you're not sure how to do that, you need to watch last week's Facebook Live class. On Facebook, I did a class about interested and interesting. If you watch that class, you will understand how to use those words. Okay, Lim Fan Thu? So you can look for that. Let me see if there are any other comments. Assad, I'm tired too much after hard working. Sorry, I don't. Tiring. Okay, so you guys are not familiar with tiring. Don't worry, I'll help you with that. But your sentence, Assad, I'm tired too much. The way we would say it in English is, I'm so tired. That's what you want to say. You want to say a lot, okay? I'm really tired or I'm so tired after working hard, okay? Working hard. Working is the verb, okay? Hardworking is actually an adjective, okay? Hardworking is an adjective. You can describe a person as hardworking, but what you want to describe is an event. After this event, working hard. That's an event, okay? After working hard, I'm really tired or I'm so tired. That's a good way to use the word tired. Okay. Tiring, I'll talk about in a minute. Roberto, yesterday I played soccer with my friends and I finished tired. Okay. Now, That's kind of how you would arrange the words in Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish, so I understand where you're coming from. Now, what we would say in English is yesterday I played soccer with my friends, and at the end, I was tired. Okay. Or, and when I was finished, I was tired. That's the most common way that we would say it in English. Yesterday, I played soccer with my friends, and when I was finished, I was tired. Or when I was done, I was tired. Or at the end, I was tired. All right. Good job, Roberto. Let's see who else has a comment. Oh my goodness. Okay, Reem Reem, hello. Just joining us. We're almost done with class today, but I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming. Zach, I am tired of answering a lot of emails. Oh my goodness, Zach, me too. I am tired of answering a lot of emails. And I want to say something else to you, Zach. You did a great job with that preposition after tired. I am tired of. That's perfect. And the rest of your grammar is good too. Excellent, Zach. All right, Usair, what do you have? I am tired today due to heavy workload at school. I am tiring nowadays due to my illness. Okay, interesting, Usair. So I am tired today due to a heavy workload at school. You need an article before heavy, okay? But due to, that's another prepositional phrase that you can use after tired. So you can say, I am tired today due to a heavy workload at school. I am tiring due to my illness. I am tiring nowadays due to my illness. Now, that's a great way to use tiring. I am tiring means I'm becoming more and more tired. Now, I will say that in that in that sentence, tiring is not an adjective. It's a verb in that case. Tiring is what you're doing. You're becoming more and more tired. So, yes, you used the word tiring. That was great. You didn't use it as an adjective, but that's okay. You still used it correctly. I like that. Good job, Usair. Assad, cricket is a tiring game. That's perfect. The game causes you to get tired. That's a great way to use it. Those are good examples. I hope some of you other students who weren't sure about the word tiring, I hope that these examples are helping you. Let's see, what else do we have? Talal, I can't go. I am tired. I was playing football and it was tiring. Yes. So you use tired and tiring. That's correct. I am tired and football was tiring. Excellent. All right, Roberto, tennis is a tiring game for me. Fantastic. Tennis is a tiring game. It makes you tired. Lin Fan Thu, you understand. Great news. I'm glad you understand now. Zach, reading newspapers without glasses is tiring my eyes. Excellent. So, yes, you can describe your eyes as becoming tired from reading, and you can use that word tiring. Reading newspapers without glasses is tiring my eyes. Very nice. Now, again, you're using the word tiring as a verb because the glasses are doing this to your eyes, causing them to become tired. All right. Now, the other people who wrote sentences like tennis is a tiring game, you guys are using tiring as an adjective because the word tiring describes the game, tennis, football, soccer, whatever. So tiring can be a verb or an adjective. I know it's crazy, it's confusing. English is such a weird language, but you guys are doing a great job. All right, what else do we have? Roberto, I'm right. Yes. All right. Let's see. Who else do we have? Zach, I get tired when I walk 1 hour. Perfect. All right. Zach, you're welcome. Talal, you're welcome. And Lin Fan Thu, when I eat a lot of food, I am tired or I become tired. Yes. Sometimes when you eat a lot of food, it makes you feel tired. Absolutely. All right. You guys did an awesome job today. And now it's the end of our class. So before I go, I just want to say number one, Thank you so much for coming to class today. I really appreciate that you guys came and practiced with me. Number two, thank you for participating so much. You guys typed in lots of sentences, and the more sentences that you type, the easier it is for me to help you guys. And the more questions that you ask, the easier it is for me to help you guys. So thank you for participating. Okay, I hope to see you guys at another free class soon, or maybe in my small group classes or my private classes. All right. So I've got to go, but I hope to see you guys soon. Until then, I hope you have a very good day or a very good night. All right. Bye, everyone.